You are self-governed.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, what's up? It's Rick Dees in the morning. Right now, VinnDog.
Going live from a 35,000-foot view, the Captain America for Jesus himself, VinnDoggRadio.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Bubba Report on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. Hopefully you guys are doing well today. I really appreciate you all being here on YouTube. Please do like, share, subscribe right now if you're on the infamous Rumble. Yes, VinnDoggRadio USA on Rumble. Please like, share, repost. Do all that great stuff on Rumble. On X, formerly known as Twitterverse. I know Elon Tusk owns it, but we are going to keep broadcasting to the X platform and until they knock us out. All right. If you are on Getter, Gettr, thank you to Jason Miller, the entire Getter crew in the front office. They always bless us every single day of the week by putting us on the front page and putting out alerts to people who don't even follow us on Getter, and they find out about us on Getter, and it gets better. And thank you so much, Mr. Jason Miller, for the growth on Getter. I thank you so much for that. And we're just trying to grow the Bubba News page on Getter too. If you feel led on your heart by the Lord to support the podcast, thank you so much for doing that. My wonderful moderators put it in a live chat. Also, you can go to VinnDoggRadio.myspreadshop.com and get some of the gear, like jump in the boat with Jesus or say his name, Jesus. We have all kinds of gear on there, VinnDoggRadio USA gear, and we are working on some new stuff, so don't worry. That'll be coming out soon. And also, Cash App and Venmo, you can support in that manner too. It helps keep the podcast going. If you're on Rumble, you can also support in subs. It's right next to the live chat button. And when people support in subs like Cousin Pookie and Joey Utah and a few more others, that really helps the cause, because when you buy sub subscriptions on Rumble, that helps the podcast continue to move forward, and it funds a lot of things. And also, I like to thank those who have contributed to the podcast technically too, because thank you on the technical side to Pistol Pete, Money Ben, and other producing staff members. And thank you to those who have anonymously given to the fund to get a new piece of computer material to do live broadcast, because we need that stuff in order to make that happen for you guys. And thank you so much, because it goes entirely to the podcast, and it also supports what I do, and it helps pay the bills to keep the lights on around here. So I appreciate that so very, very much. All right, that is out of the way, and I'm absolutely thrilled to bring you this. You guys ready? Here we go.
This is crazy.
And now it is time for the Bubba Report with VinnDoggRadio Live. The Bubba News in the house.
Hey guys, hey, what's up? I've been backstage coughing. I told VinnDog this. I got something in the back of my throat, guys. So you ever had something like that where it's like feels like it's stuck in the back of your throat and you can't get it up?
or it's like if you eat something like some cookies or a chip or something, and it goes down the road pipe and it just gets stuck there for an hour. Oh man, it's tough. It's tough. I've been there, bro. I've been there.
Goodness gracious.
Oh man. But you know what? Yesterday, if you guys watched yesterday's podcast, I ended it with this, and I'm going to start it with this because I think this is so cool, especially when we're talking about things that are cracking off in the Middle East. This is funny, but also some truth that this lady is dropping. Watch.
That whosoever believes in him will not perish. Excuse me, my dear. Hold on a minute. I'm making a video. So, free Palestine from Islam and from Hamas. Free Palestine from Islam and from Hamas. The Islam is the cult religion of Shaitan, the devil, and free Palestine from Islam and Hamas, and everything will be fine. Don't touch me, don't touch me. So free Palestine from Islam and Hamas. Islam is the cult religion of Shaitan, the devil. And these people are lost in the cult religion of Shaitan, the devil. So this woman is coming to ask for freedom for Palestine. I ask freedom for Palestine from Islam and Hamas. God bless you.
Dude, that lady was spot on, wasn't she?
Oh yeah, it sounded like she was like Indian or something.
Mm-hmm. She said, "Don't touch me."
Man, a lot of those Indian people, they're supporting Israel.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty wild.
Mm-hmm. You know what's crazy too, and I learned this over the years from folks that are missionaries, and they go over to places like India, and they're like, man, you find some of the most hard-nosed people in countries that are being oppressed when you become a Christian that are Christians.
Yeah.
And people are becoming Christians in India by numbers. Nobody's talking about that.
Yeah, and I know that in I was listening to Bill Salas, and he said that the amount of Christians in Iran is growing 19.6% every year.
Yep.
I'm like, wow.
Wow. Yeah. And speaking of Iran, it's pretty wild over there right now, bro.
Dude, it is so hard to keep up.
Yeah.
Seriously, where do you begin? I mean, and Lee Brainerd just not even a minute or two ago just texted me. I got to see what he said. But something about those B-52s that are getting active now in Diego Garcia.
B-52s, didn't they have a song called Rock Lobster?
What did the B-52s have? Roll if you what is it?
Roam if you want to.
Roam if yeah. Roam around the world or something crazy.
Yeah. Oh man, musical. Yeah, that's crazy. What's up, Lee Brainerd? How you doing, brother?
Oh, is he in the house?
No, I know he texted you, so you can just tell him we gave him a shout out. Anyway, so man, I was watching your update last night, man, and I'm like, does dude realize that something's happening right now, and and he's gonna have to talk about it the next day, and then something's gonna be happening at the moment that we're on the air, like it did last week. Remember? That was crazy. Live and direct, not collect.
All the talk tonight is will the United States join in?
Yeah, that's going to be wild.
It
so
sure looks like it.
Did you see the thing I sent you yesterday about Pakistan wanting to join in on it?
Yeah.
Oh man. As if they don't have their own problems. Yes, sir. Let's see. I think Bubba is getting ready to show us something here.
All right. Yeah. Well, I had to get my cough in too. I didn't want to overwhelm the.
Hey, I know when I get that, I
the studio audience.
I think got to have a cough button.
Oh, alerts may be activated. Another new alert is now sounded for Tel Aviv.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and you just mentioned going live. What's going to happen?
Yeah.
So a new batch of incoming rockets is inbound.
Yeah.
But the Israeli F-35s are over there right now, and they're attacking live. And as soon as these rocket launchers are getting ready, and they get the intel, they're going after them.
Yep. It's going down.
Iran's trying to fire them off because Iran knows that they're, at nighttime is when they should launch because they are seen a lot more in the daytime by satellite and everything.
Yeah, it's going to be wild, man. This is a wild ride to the finish, friends.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to get squirt. This even, I don't even know what time I went to bed again in the morning. Been up way too late.
Oh, man.
Well, let's see here. We can start here.
Yeah, it's wild, folks. I'm telling you. Just as we were speaking, something cracked. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your eyes on Jesus.
That's right.
There we go.
Yeah, this there was still talk. This was at 12:45 this morning. And their defense analysts still say that Israel should prepare for the possibility of Iran carrying out a nuclear test. And possibly a nuclear test on Iran or Israel. They had a propaganda video tonight that came out, and this guy's holding a little nuclear warhead, and he's just touching it. And the caption says, perhaps or maybe. I'm like, oh, man. I mean, I think that's why Trump came back in, and he knows something's much bigger than just, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, even as of last night, this was this morning, they said that 1/3 of Iran's ballistic missiles had been destroyed. They now believe they have about 40% of them.
Wow.
So out of 3,000 missiles, they believe they have about 1,800 left.
I think Israel has to finish the job.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Also last night, another attack, but also last night, the U.S. sent in another 5 refueling planes. So it brought the total to 40 planes in the region.
Uh-oh.
So
You know what that means.
According to this many number of refuelers over there, the United States is going to attack Iran with hundreds of or thousands of aircraft. Let's see here. Yeah, and then the attacks early this morning, more alerts. But this time there was only 2 that came in this morning, but I mean, they still they're still piercing through Israel's Iron Dome and their defense systems. So, and I said, a smoking section or no smoking?
Oh.
But this is one of the impact sites. Civilians. So that was this morning. There's 5 injured. That's just Israel. They're getting hit. I mean, they can't keep up. I mean, they really can't. All right, let's go to the next one. Oh, we've already. Oh, there's the smoking missile. You get an up close view of it there. But this is wild too, because they took out this dude. It was the second time in 4 days that Israel killed their top commander. So he was a replacement guy. Yeah. He didn't even last in position 4 days.
Yeah. A lot of people are thinking that this is like a Jeremiah 49 thing.
It is. It is.
Mm-hmm.
I believe we're ramping up to it. Yeah.
But because isn't Iran Edom?
Yeah, Elam there. Yeah,
Elam. Yes, that's what I meant.
That's the western Elam. 1/3 separated by the Zagros Mountains, and but I think that's why Persia joins in with the Gog Magog, and they're like in 3rd place because they're mentioned like 3rd down in the list.
And the Lord said that he was going to scatter those people around the world to their enemies abroad, basically. So what better way for that to happen than them to get like pounded?
Yeah, and something's coming where it's going to be like a humanitarian crisis where they're going to be scattered to every nation on earth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's see here. Who's next? Yeah, he was eliminated. But you know what? The ability for the IDF to get the ability for the IDF to go in and to be able to do this and take out their top commanders in Iran, another country. I mean, this just shows you the intelligence that Israel has.
And that was given to them by God.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't acknowledged that fully yet, but they're going to. God's going to bring them to that point.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. That was a verse I started off with this morning. Psalm 25, 1 and 2.
Oh, read it.
Lord, I put my life in your hand. I trust in you, my God. But yeah, this was Trump earlier today saying he knows exactly where I told is hiding. We're not going to kill him, at least not for now.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
You know what? Whether you like this guy or not, he does mean what he says.
Our patience
Remember when
is
in his last presidency, when he confronted the guy from the Taliban, remember?
Yes.
Oh,
Our
man.
patience is running thin. And you know what? He's like putting all this stuff out on True Social and his like social media.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Then he comes out with unconditional surrender.
Uh-oh.
Iran should have taken the deal,
Basically 60 days past due rent.
Yeah, and as well, Israel attacked him on day 61.
How fitting. Oh, man.
But the IDF estimates that within 1 week, the bank of targets in Iran, which includes nuclear sites, ballistic missiles, and other targets, will be completed.
Bro, this is
Israel believes that the U.S. is going to join in. So,
yeah, this is about to get real heavy.
Yeah. And these things are really cool. These are called the Delilah 2 missile from Israel, and on the front,
Wait
camera.
Wait a minute. Delilah, wasn't that the harlot that was with Samson?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this is the Delilah 2 version. So, but inside that black circle is a camera where it records inbound. And I'm going to show you some targets that Israel hit using this technology, this cruise missile. It's pretty wild.
Let's check it out.
Where are we here? Yeah, more planes are inbound and moving down into position. At least 12 F-35 Lightning fighters departed RAF Lakenheath or there in the UK, heading towards the Middle East.
Oh, man.
F-15s are also involved. Let's see here.
And those things hit with precision, too.
Oh, yeah. They got more refuelers moving in. Here comes the Delilah 2 missile.
Alpha.
Yeah, guys.
אוקיי, 7 מצטרף אליך. אוקיי. נקודה 4 מ-7. פגיעה במשאית ובענקה. מעולה. ימינה דרום, בערך 10-20 מטר יתרים, אתה מצליח לזהות אותו במלחצי. אם להיות, תלך למשאית אחרונה. כן, כל הזמן. נראה טוב. אלפא.
Wow, those things hit their target.
נקודה 4, אלפא ל-4.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty cool technology. I mean,
Folks, for those of you who will be listening on audio later, you have to watch the video version of this podcast to see the precision of that Delilah. That is insane.
oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
All the optical guidance and just yeah.
Wow.
GPS satellite pinged and it's off. I mean, they'll fire that thing and then like leave the airspace because they know it's on its way to do its duty.
Mhm.
I mean, it's pretty wild.
Yeah, it is. Definitely.
So yeah, they believe that there's been a decrease down to 1,800 missiles left. But this is their, this is their range. And Israel's right over here. So this can hit, and actually this should be expanded because their newest missiles can actually go past Ukraine. They can go into Italy, Germany, France, UK.
Mhm.
But they can just take out all of these bases right here. All of our military bases right here in the blue.
Which that's not going to happen.
I hope not.
That's not going to happen.
I hope not.
Because I think Iran's about to be met with more fury.
Yeah, they are. They are. But I think that's also why God's fierce anger gets raised up
Mhm.
for the full Elon prophecy to take place, because Iran's going to do something they shouldn't be doing. And it could be an actual nuclear warhead on a missile being ready to be launched at Israel, and God's going to say, not going to happen.
Hey, we've seen God press the stop switch real quick on people before.
Yeah. And, this came out from the foreign minister of the UAE today, and he's warning of uncalculated and reckless steps that could spill out beyond the borders of Israel and Iran. So they're concerned about the radiation coming across the Persian Gulf. They know all about it. Because if Bushehr is hit and the humanitarian crisis hits, yeah, it's going to be ugly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because this is just a newer 4K map of all their nuclear sites. And the one we're watching down here is Bushehr on the Persian Gulf. That'll be where it'll spread the radiation across.
Ouch.
But these all right here still, technically, it's still borderline of the Zagros Mountains of Elam, Fordo, Natanz, but Isfahan's going to be taken out as Fordo, and these 5 are going to be the big ones. Bushehr at the bottom, Isfahan, Natanz, Fordo, and the Arak heavy water reactor there. But today, Iran was even hitting up here in the northeast corner of, or Israel was. Oh, dude, meanwhile, this is going on. Israel's just moving in and taking almost all of Gaza now.
I knew that was coming.
Yep. And the Trump state, the Gulf states, they're nervous. I mean, because a month ago, Trump was there shaking hands with the MBS. I mean, because they're nervous because they know that if Trump joins Israel, that could put all of them in firing range of Iran's shorter range ballistic missiles. And they're concerned of that.
Yeah. I think it's going to get to a point to where Iran won't even have time to even react. They're going to get hit so hard.
Yeah.
That's why, the thing that you did last night where people better get out of there in Tehran real quick.
Oh, big time.
Mhm.
And the propaganda's just been nuts too, because even today, I mean, Iran came out and warned basically that tonight the world will witness a momentous surprise, one that will be remembered for centuries.
Mm.
So the attack on critical regime targets are expected to increase in the next 24 hours. Let's see here. Yeah, the Strait of Hormuz, that's still being yacked about.
Oh, wow.
All the stuff coming through the Strait of Hormuz, and you've got the Abu Dhabi oil pipeline. You've got the East-West crude oil pipeline there in Saudi, taking oil and taking back. So all these countries take part in the Persian Gulf.
Yeah.
And all these countries have U.S. bases. Except for Iran.
Wow.
So, that's, yeah.
You know, what's incredible to me, that the Bible is like really playing itself out, and people, like you said, people are like, oh, I wish I was alive in the old times with the prophets. I'm like, dude, you are alive. The Bible is right here, right now.
Mm-hmm.
Open your eyes, folks, because you're about to see a miraculous shift to where a lot of the countries in the Middle East are going to turn to the Lord before, you know, it all gets boomed out. It's going to be crazy. Mm-hmm.
But the U.S. is also concerned about a combined attack with mines in the Persian Gulf and ballistic missiles, and challenging the U.S. naval defenses. And they're saying that Iran has between 5,000 to 6,000 mines and anti-ship missiles that could restrict the ship movement and strain defenses.
Yeah.
And the U.S. has good countermeasures, blah, 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 but a large-scale simultaneous attack might test resource allocations in the Strait's narrow waters. So Iran knows if a U.S. vessel wants to approach the Strait of Hormuz, they're just sitting, I mean...
Yeah. You know, I have a source, a good friend that worked for Lockheed Martin in the robotics department. He says,
oh, wow.
Weaponry at Lockheed Martin for the United States Defense Systems, each year that they create certain types of weapons or defense systems, the weapons are 50 to 75 years ahead of schedule every year.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that our ships can handle certain things already.
Yeah.
So I think they're well prepared, and I think the people in the Ayatollah, or these people in Iran, are like really bluffing, and I think they're kind of scared. And like you said, the guy probably, you know, lost it in his chonies quite a few times already.
Yeah, he's had to change his underwear multiple
times. Probably wearing pull-ups now. Shouts out to Huggies, huh?
Let's see here. Yeah, the reports that White House Chief of Staff left for the Pentagon. So did J.D. Vance. Something's brewing for tonight's fireworks, it seems. So we'll see. But this was very unusual because Netanyahu had consultations with his senior ministers and heads of the Defense Department for more than 2 hours tonight. So the Pentagon put all U.S. forces on high alert across all Middle East bases, including the UAE, Bahrain, Qatar, Jordan, Kuwait, Iraq, and Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. Well, what's the one guy? Is it Israel Katz, the guy that says that they're going to take him out?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, that guy, I wouldn't want to mess with him on a bad day because he really wants to obliterate him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And they were all diplomats across the Middle East have been instructed to shelter in place, cancel all planned public events, So supposedly, and I haven't checked it lately, but Trump was supposed to give a speech tonight on this, and or at least to the media.
Well, maybe he'll give that speech while we're live on the air.
Right, and it says that airstrikes will begin across the Middle East and not just Iran when his speech begins.
Wow.
So popcorn might be needed tonight.
Yeah. It's going to be another late night for you, brother.
I know. It's going to get, yeah. And then right before we went live, yeah, there was new rocket alerts that came in.
Mm-hmm.
And Israel detected missile launches from Iran towards Tel Aviv, Haifa, and Galilee, and Jerusalem. And I know it made a couple impacts in Tel Aviv, but France deployed a A330 tanker, Mirage, and E3 AWACS aircrafts to detect incoming missiles and threats off the Israeli coast there in the Mediterranean.
Oh, wow.
So France and the UK both announced they're moving stuff in to help. And UK might even help to go on the attack with the US. But those were the rocket attacks that came in. Let's get to it. You know, there are more missile attacks tonight. 20 to 30 is what they're estimating. Whoa! That was a cool video. Sorry, we're almost there. This is like when I do my premieres, man. I just mess up, but I just keep going. I'm like, you know what you see is what you get.
Amen, brother.
What you see is what you get. You know I'm down to earth because here I
Hey,
am.
you know what? Whose hand do we need JD Vance to shake next, if you know what I mean?
Yeah. This one, yeah. This was the cool video. This came in with the ballistic missiles that just came in. It's a cool video.
Whoa.
I mean, like fireworks.
Kaboom.
And then reports came out, strikes were carried out on Damascus tonight. And it could either be a ballistic missile launched by Iran that fell on the city or an airstrike by Israel.
Oh, boy.
And then there were reports tonight that these B-52s are active and they're getting ready to take off. So AFP was reporting that all 4 of these B-52s will be involved in this first wave of attacks.
Those are the big boys right there.
Yep. Yep.
Wow.
But you know what? Israel's on the attack tonight over Iran targeting missile launchers in real time. You know, right after they were attacking Israel with their ballistic missile launches, the Israeli airplanes got the satellite targets of where to target and where to blow up these launchers, where they just came from. It's pretty wild, the technology.
You know their pilots are the best in the world.
I believe it.
Mm-hmm. Man.
Yeah, fighter jets are striking 6 places in Iran right now.
Yeah, we'll bring that video to you as it comes in too, folks.
I will. But one of the Iron Domes tonight, it fell back to Earth. So this is I've been noticing a trend with this. That caused a big explosion north of Florida. I've noticed this for 3 nights in a row that their stuff's starting to fail. So I don't know. That was a big explosion. I mean,
Yeah, that's crazy. I've never seen that.
So that's all I have for now. I'll go see what's on the news so we can get some more.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Hey, I'm pretty sure we're gonna find something, brother.
And I apologize about my throat. It's just a mess tonight. Goodness.
Yeah.
There's 66 people in chat, like the books in the Bible. Sweet.
Brother, this is all coming down. It's all coming down. I'm enjoying this because we know what's ahead as we get much closer.
And there's a lot of talk about this Reza Pahlavi coming back in to take over Iran. Oh boy. IDF, this 8 seconds ago, IDF issues evacuation warning for an area in Tehran, saying that strikes will commence in the coming hours.
Oh, they're about to tear it up.
Mm-hmm.
They are about to cut loose on them, brother.
Yeah.
Now that they know that they have the U.S.'s backing, I think Israel's about to apply more pressure.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just issued an evacuation map inside of Tehran, like Israel issues for Gaza.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you know, they're the only military agency that issues a warning people before they do anything.
Yeah, it says the IDF has issued an urgent evacuation warning for all residents and workers in Tehran's District 18, which covers 37 square kilometers.
Wow.
So that's basically 6 square miles.
That's about to be some heavy hitting.
Yeah, it's basically a 2 mile by 3 mile wide area. Not just you need to leave this street. This is like
get out of the whole area.
You need to leave.
Yeah.
Oh no, Palestinians in the West Bank. They're collecting Iranian missile fragments. Oh no, I've got that video.
No way. No.
Oh, I forgot I could show my Twitter live that I'm seeing in real time.
Yes,
with
you
guys
sure
too.
can.
Oh, yeah. This is all right, guys. You're gonna see stuff that this is where I get my news, right?
Mm-hmm.
There they are. Technology. What are they gonna do? Sell it on eBay?
For 29 cents.
Yeah, there's here's the area that they've basically said to evacuate.
Oh, you know what?
Say run.
Hold on. I'm gonna take my camera because I'm gonna read this message from someone. But I'm still here.
Oh, you're good. You tell me what I can do. I know. On a car. Diana Gladman. Yeah, on a car. Seriously, what are they going to do with it? I mean, that is funny.
Wow. Okay.
No, you're good.
Dude, this is getting wild, bro.
Yeah, they launched another batch of missiles here 15 minutes ago while we were live. Because there's reports that Israel's starting to run low on some of their missiles. So I don't know if that's true or not because they're saying that they're getting through. But you know what? You can have the best air defense in the world and still not get them all.
That's true.
The White House put a lid on travel and photography today. President Trump is now not expected to appear on camera.
They know something's coming, brother.
Yeah. Tel Aviv, it was on fire. Oh boy.
Wow,
but keep in mind, that could have been that rocket that came back down. We don't know yet.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been the Israeli technology, sadly. I know that this morning they hit some buses when they launched their thingamajigger. Yeah, this is big news with all these guys covering this. That yeah, in Iranian air defenses, this is all they have. They just have anti-aircraft guns. Israel's destroyed all of their rockets. That's all they have. They don't have rockets.
Yeah, they're depleted over in Iran.
Yeah. Israel's really hit them, their rockets and stuff hard, taking out their air defenses. I mean, that's why they've got full on. Whoa. Let's translate you. I use the translate so much too.
Mm-hmm.
Watch it take forever.
Yeah. Technology, folks.
I was just trying to find out where it is. Oh, I saw the original before we went live, and it didn't have the stupid logo at the bottom. Yeah. I hate it when people do that. They put this silly logo on it.
Yeah, to try and claim it.
Yeah, and here's that Reza Pahlavi. He
پایان
basically.
خود رسیده و در حال سقوط است.
Whoops.
خامنه‌ای همچون موش
Actually, he has an English version.
Yeah, that's the one we need to hear.
Yeah. Reza Pahlavi. Yeah. Here, let's do Reza. There he is, Pahlavi. Yeah, his English version, he's basically calling for them to rise up. The Iranians.
میهنانم. جمهوری اسلامی به پایان خود رسیده و در حال سقوط است.
And is in the process of collapsing.
خامنه‌ای چون موشی
Khomeini, like a frightened rat, has gone into hiding underground and has lost control of the situation. What has begun is irreversible. The future is bright. And together we will pass through this sharp turn in history. In these difficult days, my heart is with all the defenseless citizens who have been harmed and have fallen victim to Khomeini's warmongering and delusions. For years, I have tried to prevent our homeland from being consumed by the fire of war. The end of the Islamic regime is the end of its 46-year war against the Iranian nation. The regime's apparatus of repression is falling apart. All it takes now is a nationwide uprising to put an end to this nightmare once and for all. Now is the time to rise. The time to reclaim Iran. Let us all come forward. From Bandar Abbas to Bandar Anzali, from Shiraz to Isfahan, from Tabriz to Zihadan, from Mashhad to Avaz, from Bashar al-Khor to Kermanshah, and bring about the end of this regime. Do not fear the day after the fall of the Islamic Republic. Iran will not descend into civil war or instability. We have a plan for Iran's future, and it's flourishing. We're prepared for the first 100 days after the fall for the transitional period and for the establishment of a national and democratic government by the Iranian people and for the Iranian people. To the military, law enforcement, security forces, and state employees, many of whom have been sending the messages in recent days, I say, do not stand against the Iranian people for the sake of a regime whose fall has begun and is inevitable. Do not sacrifice yourselves for a decaying regime. By standing with the people, you can save your lives. Play a historic role in the transition from the Islamic Republic. And take part in building the future of Iran. A free and flourishing Iran lies ahead of us. May we be together soon. Long live Iran. Long live the Iranian nation. This guy, I've liked him. I followed him for years. He lives in D.C. I was looking up their house there in Maryland. The thing's huge. 7 bedroom, 7.5 bath, 11,500 feet.
Wow. He is for what's happening right now.
And part of the Elam prophecy is Jeremiah 49, the very end of it, verse 39, where God will remove kings and princes. And in verse 38, he's going to reestablish his throne in Elam. He's actually going to bring the Persian people back to him. Because even the Elamites are mentioned. Oh, my buddy sent me a text earlier today. He's like, dude, I'm seeing 1111 a lot. Is there any thing to do with that? You like the numbers? I said, I love it because that's Isaiah 11:11, and it talks about the majority of the Israeli remnant that come into the millennial reign of Christ. Elamites are one of those groupings that are part Israeli by blood. That's really neat.
Yeah. I actually knew some friends that are Iranian, and they were actually escapees because of their Christian faith.
Oh yeah.
They had to leave.
Yeah.
And they said that they and their family, they got out by the skin of their teeth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these horrific people that were leading were actually like persecuting Christians to the point of death over there.
Yep.
So yeah, they had it coming.
Yep. Yeah, they're nervous, the Iranians. They are. They're nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I got another one of the dude driving around the West Bank on his roof of his car.
عاملين الصاروخ على السيارة. عاملين الصاروخ على السيارة.
Lousy.
Asset Ministries, I don't know, man, but I got something in the back of my throat, man. I've had it right before I went live with videos. Seriously, what are they going to do with this missile?
Man. I don't know, bro. This is not good.
What's this? An Iranian? Oh, wow. An Iranian missile had a direct impact on a building in the Palestinian town near Hebron in Judea and Samaria. Oh, wow. And that's the other thing. Some of these missiles from Iran. They're falling on the West Bank. I'm still surprised something hasn't hit the Iron Dome yet.
Yeah, so it's Muslims annihilating Muslims right now.
Right. Yeah, and even the other night was the town there north of Tel Aviv where it bombed and it killed some people. They weren't Jews. They were Arabs. Yeah, they're Muslims. It was like, because the place where the Iranian missile got through and hit was a Arab community. I was like, oh, man. Ay.
See, bro, they sacrifice their own followers.
I know.
That just shows you they don't care about them.
Yeah. Looks like it's calmed down right now. That's a good thing. Oh, what we got here? High-frequency radio chatter suggests 2 U.S. Air Force B-2 stealth bombers are currently airborne.
Bombers. Whoa.
Yeah.
Those B-2 bombers are some beautiful planes.
They are. Oh, no. Weren't we just talking about the B-52s?
Yes.
That's them. That's them.
Algorithms.
That's with them, dude. That's crazy town. That's this group that I follow too, the Mossad, I don't even know, satirical. These guys are good. They're funny, but they put out good intel.
Right.
But these intel nerds on Twitter, Khomeini tweets in Arabic, the confrontation with the terrorist Zionist entity must be handled with force. We will never reconcile with the Zionists.
Those darn Christians.
Those darn Jews. Seriously, they're just...
Yeah. Well, their deal. They're going to try and get rid of the Saturday crowd so they can come for the Sunday crowd.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'll
have to... let me see if I can pull this up, see what they're talking about. In Teletimes, I like them a lot, but they do everything in Hebrew, so... Man, I should have learned Hebrew.
Me too.
They didn't have that in our school, though. They only had Spanish.
You know about the one with Jerry Falwell?
Well, before that, the Christian high school I didn't get kicked out of. No, the Christian high school my parents put us in. I just thought of that. Why did they always have Spanish? Why don't they have Greek or Hebrew?
I think Lee Brainerd's fluent in Greek.
Who is?
Lee Brainerd.
Yeah, I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
A Jordanian military helicopter shoots down an Iranian drone.
Ooh.
Oh, they sure did. Oh, no. Oh, well. We'll get to there here. Hold on. All right. Let's see here what this is. Anything? Yeah, the frequency of the B2s. Let's see what they're saying. Oh, let's take a picture. Let's go to translate. I use this translate app all the time on my phone, too, if it doesn't auto-translate. So this is an oil depot in the southeast Tehran.
Uh-huh.
So they're warning the district that has weapons warehouses and defense industries, their buildings,
to
evacuate now in Iran. Get out.
Boy, this is getting heavy, isn't it?
Get out.
Wow, this is getting really heavy.
Yeah, and it's going to continue to ramp up. Here's this one. Here's this is the Jordanian helicopter that shoots down the Iranian drone. See the helicopter. Here he comes right there. Gonna fire a missile. Which is pretty wild if Jordan's helping, but Jordan did announce that they're going to protect what they can over their homeland. And if they see a drone that shouldn't be in their airspace or whatever they can do to stop it, they're going to take it out. Because a lot of these, even last time when Iran launched these barrages into Israel in April and October of 2024, pieces of the missiles have landed in Jordan and caught their homes on fire and killed people.
Oh, man.
So Jordan's going to do what they can to protect their land.
Oh, of course.
Explosions, Tehran. So it looks like they're ongoing now. Those big. Yeah, I saw where oil prices jumped 5% today.
This is a lose-lose situation for Iran right now.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Boy.
Bring on the stealths.
Well, they should have made that deal before the 60 days were up.
That's right. Oh, no, another one. Another angle of them. They are really proud of this in the West Bank for some reason.
Judea and Samaria.
Yeah, they're really proud of this Iranian missile that fell. Ay. They kept driving around town with it on the truck.
Oh man, this is crazy.
It doesn't take much to excite them. The air defense battery at the Fordo nuclear facility has been destroyed. That was earlier today. No more for you.
And here on the home front, we have people protesting for, these countries like supposed Palestine, which is Gaza. And they're protesting for Iran on college campuses probably by now. They got to find something to protest about in the middle of the streets,
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? If you guys are so big on, representing these people, why don't you go over there and fight?
Yeah.
See, in the past, let's see, I give it like 9.5 seconds they wouldn't last.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially
and
the ones that say gays for Palestine. That's just funny to me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They wouldn't last 5 minutes. Yeah.
How about getting thrown off some rooftops over there? That's what'll happen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We've seen them.
Mm-hmm.
Jen Fan, question. If Iran accidentally bombed the Dome of the Rock, do you think they'd rebuild, or would that pave the way for the third temple? That's a great question.
Wow. I don't know.
I'm torn. I'm torn. I can see it going both ways.
I can see them preparing the way for the third temple.
But I can see it going both ways. Like, I can see God saying, no, I'm not going to take out their dome yet, or whatever. I'm still going to allow the Jews to build their temple, so then you can do your thing. I mean, God's directing all this, but I mean, it's almost like they're in Revelation 11, 1 and 2, or do not measure the outer court. I mean, to me, it indicates like they're still going to have that Islamic site of worship, or you know what I mean? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
God is still directing traffic.
That's a good one.
No matter
the way that we think we might go, like since God's directing it and say this road's closed and we see it now, we're going down this road.
Mm-hmm.
We may be thinking, all right, now we're going. All right, let's get to the interstate so we can get this party started. Nope, there's another detour. You're going to go this way. Oh, I didn't see this coming.
Hey, I'm telling you, he already has it mapped out. We're just on the road course.
That's right. That's right. We're going to follow our ways and say, turn here.
He's like, nope, sorry, you got to go that way for now.
6
Which
hours.
is fine with me, Lord. Whatever you want, Lord Jesus, we'll do. That's fine.
Yeah, and Sunday Lily asked that too. What do you think the hooks are that bring the rest? Well, I still believe that this attack on Iran, especially once what's coming with the nuclear disaster and probably in a you know what I mean, a humanitarian crisis and the fallout. I think that could be part of this coalition coming together in support of Iran, especially the Russia side, because they've made so many media posts in the past couple months about how they formed a 20-year strategic agreement that, if you attack me, I attack, an attack on Iran is basically an attack on Russia kind of a scenario. So I think that could be part of the thing, like, because that's why. But something's going to happen where it's going to put an evil thought into the mind of, the leader to want to do this.
Yeah.
And they, and the whole thing with the Ezekiel 38 thing versus the Psalm 83 is they want the land. Ezekiel 38, they want the plunder, they want the booty, they want the wealth, they want the.
But so Psalm 83, is that taking place before Ezekiel 38?
I believe so. Yeah.
Because
it's like God gets rid of Israel's enemies surrounding them proper, like their neighboring Arab enemies. And then that opens up that outer ring of all these nations coming down. And even when you read through like the judgments there of Gog Magog with the flooding rains, the hailstones from heaven, the blood, the great earthquake. It's almost like God pours out his wrath on a small portion of earth before he finally then pours it out on the entirety of the earth. Almost like a wake-up call, like, guys, this is the last hit. I don't know, but
yeah, this is the hoorah before the hoorah, so get with it.
Yeah. And that's another thing too with the whole thing with the Gog and Magog thing. The reason God does this supernaturally is to show the world that he's a promise-keeping God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And God's showing it off. He basically says in Ezekiel, and then you will know that I am the Lord, over and over. Then they will know that I am the Lord.
Hey, I always say to people, God is the creator of swagger. He knows how to do it.
Speaking of, Jimmy's in the hospital or something, I heard.
Who is?
Jimmy Swaggart or whatever.
Oh, I was going to say something terrible, man. 10,000 hookers later, huh?
Oh, brother. Oh, no. Oh, no. Wild television from Trey Yingst 14 seconds ago.
Largest city of Tel Aviv. Currently, missile defense systems are working to shoot down the incoming fire. We are going to take some cover here as this unfolds. You can see in the distance interceptor rounds coming off, trying to shoot down. Pull it off the tripod. And let's move inside. The flash there in the sky, explosions overhead. And again, this is the third barrage.
I mean,
right now, there are.
These guys are crazy. But yeah, the U.S. is closing the embassy in Jerusalem Wednesday and through Friday. So that's big news.
Yep, it sure is.
Another big strike in Iran. Let's see here. It is now 2:45 a.m. in Iran. They're 7.5 hours ahead of Eastern time. Thank you, Bill Bailey. Yes. Inner ring, outer. Wait a minute. Inner circle, outer ring. I can't remember. It's one. Inner ring, outer. Yeah, I can't remember.
Hey, isn't that crazy? We just told people we're going to bring it to you as it breaks, and you just brought it.
New airstrikes outside of Tehran.
Look how fiery that looks. It's like lit up. It looks like almost mid-morning there with that light. Yeah.
U.S. says its embassy in Israel will be closed from Wednesday through Friday, given the security situation. So that's pretty big for them to do that.
Well, Israel did declare a state of emergency.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Khamenei says the battle begins. U.S. attack could come as soon as tonight. Jordan is intercepting Iranian drones and missiles heading to strike Israel.
Didn't somebody knock the helicopter out of the sky that was headed towards Israel last year or sometime?
Oh, When President Racy's it.
Yeah. Or did it just crash?
Wait a minute. What's this? Israeli firefighters thought what they thought to be what was a fire turned about to Palestinian grilling meat on his rooftop.
عم بشوي على السطح طلع يفكر حريقه وعشي مولع كانون للزلمه.
Well, and Israel sees that after a rocket attack, they're going to think something piece of shrapnel fell.
Yeah, which is understandable.
Yeah.
People need to be careful over there.
Everybody's talking about this. Yeah, everybody's talking about this attack there in Tehran. Must have been a pretty big one. I mean, yeah.
There's a lot of pictures.
So I think you're right. It is a... Well, just look how much it's lit up on that side, too.
Yeah. It looks like sunrise over there, the way it's so lit up.
I know. Yeah, I even follow people like this, even though they're, saying the Israel, even though they're totally anti-Israel, saying the Israelis have not achieved full air superiority over Iran whatsoever. They are lying. If that was the case, there wouldn't be a need for American intervention. No, they need Israel. They need the U.S.'s bigger bombs. Duh.
Yeah. Bombs away.
I do follow the Arab side too, just because. Sometimes they'll post stuff that's under Israeli censorship, so it doesn't get a broadcast. If that makes sense.
I heard about that too. Like certain things Israel won't let you show because they don't want that intel to get out.
Totally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that happening.
Oh man. I love it when people ask questions too.
Yeah. Ask away, folks. Ask away.
Yeah. Don't make Coco Bear call in again.
I know, huh?
You're going to make Coco Bear. This is cool. I like it when these pop up. The very beginning, I'm going to go back here. Because you can see the exoatmospheric explosion right there.
Holy smokes.
Wow. See how it like shockwave? Whoa. See how it kind of like a pretty flower?
Yeah.
Whoa. וואו, זה נראה, אני מקווה שזה דלק.
I'm gonna show you this real quick too. I saved it. But I got this picture. Well, and it was over. It's one I found out like these Israel, because Iran, their ballistic missiles goes up into space and the maneuvers as it comes down into the atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
So I learned the difference between exo-atmospheric and endo-atmospheric. Endo-atmospheric is up to 60 miles and exo-atmospheric is above 60 miles. and those big pretty flowers that explode out like this, that's usually up towards that area. But these things, when they're coming down to the ground, are going 4 miles per second. So it can be 60 miles in the air and hit the ground in 15 seconds.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. So
that is absolutely crazy.
Talk about your nutty professor.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get down here. Oh, yeah, we already saw that. That's the only problem is I find so much stuff. It'll take me about 7 minutes to find them. Yesterday's now we're back to yesterday. Come on. Oh, yeah, this is so wild too. This was Iran before 1971.
But yeah, you got to mute that song.
Oh, I do. I'm sorry. My bad. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a dork. Oh. I didn't even think about that. But the thing was that now I can't even think. No, but you're right, because that hit me because here it is. But they were totally different before the Ayatollahs came in. This is left over from some of those explosions this morning of the ballistic missile.
Whoa. Oh man,
that's what I mean. Like this, it's really pretty. That's photographed over Jordan.
That's a great pic.
I know. I'm sorry, dude. I totally spaced about the song. Yeah, here was the when the missiles hit in Israel.
נפילת טיל, כרגע עולה פה אוטובוס באש. צוותי הכיבוי כאן פועלים לכיבוי הבעירה. מדובר פה בחניון של אוטובוסים.
Look at all the windows are busted out. All those windows are busted out. All those windows are shattered, those front windshields.
Wow. Yeah, folks, pray for David Tao's family over in Israel, too.
Yeah, I didn't want to show this, but Alawites are still being taken out and not to lunch. Christians in Syria.
Wow.
Yeah, we've got a bunch of tankers there in Qatar. However you want to say that. Qatar.
I
know, I heard people say Qatar. I'm like, no, it's not Jimmy Carter.
It's
Qatar. No. Welcome back, Cotter. Wasn't that it? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Vinny Barbarino. That's what Tom always calls me, Vinny Barbarino.
Oh, this is crazy. This was 7 hours ago, but Mahmoud Ahmadinejad. No.
Mahmoud Ahmadinejad.
Yeah, I heard that. Some pastor said Mahmoud, I'm a nut job. Along with his wife and 2 sons were taken out by masked gunmen in central Tehran earlier today. So he could have been exiled from existence. Oh, yeah. Yemen people are like, we're going to rise up. You see his face? Hold on. Look at Chunky. Look at Chunky up here. See up here?
Yeah.
They've all these Yemenis guys, they always got their cat. It's KHAT, and it's this like weed drug thing, and they put it in there, and they're like, seriously. This is why all these guys are like this. They're like they're all strung out. Seriously, I don't know if people have noticed that. I don't know if you guys have seen this in chat, but
I think they're on drugs.
They are, and it's called Cat, Khat, and they put it in their cheek like Chubby back there. He's sticking out of his cheek.
لن توهنوا فينا أي شيء ولن تهزوا فينا شعره سندوسكم تحت أقدامنا فلسطين يا أمريكا فلسطين.
He's got it too, this guy. He's got it inside of his cheek over here, right there.
والمدنيين فلله الحمد ولله الشكر ونبذ حصارنا أسرع عزة قواتنا فوالله لو أكلنا تراب هذه الأرض وشربنا من ريحها لم يتراجعنا عن موقفنا ولتفهمها أيها الأمريكي ولتفهمها أنك تحت أقدامنا. الله أكبر الموت لأمريكا الموت لإسرائيل الناس لبيك يا أقصى لبيك يا أقصى. حرام أمي أكرم لو ما بقي مننا لو ما بقي رجال إن إحنا بنقعد مع غزة مع غزة مع غزة.
See what I mean?
Dude, what is going on, man? Those dudes are demon possessed.
And look what somebody said. They're talking about Sunday Lily. Who's going to survive the tribulation with these kind of...
Oh, man.
But this is kind of a basic... This is basically like an opening scene because we read about in Revelation 9 onward that they literally become like drug-induced zombies.
That's so true. And they're a bunch of lunatics.
Mm-hmm. Sorry to make this the Bubba show. I'm good, man. I don't have to keep playing. I'm check it out now that we've gone like an hour or something. My throat's clear.
No,
Thanks.
This is great. What are you talking about? This is great, bro.
Oh, no. He reminds me of that old Crazy Eddie TV commercials in the 80s. Derek Otto said he thinks he can smell them.
And everybody's all chanting, "Hello, more!" right there in front of them.
Capture Bubba. Yeah, that's what it felt like. I had fur balls in the back of my throat.
It's like, who are these people?
These guys are nuts. But have you ever heard of that? It's called Khat, Khat, I believe. And it's this drug that they do.
No, I never heard of it before in my life.
Yeah.
It's demonic.
Oh, this came out earlier too. This was their surprise night that the world will remember for many centuries. It's a video that Iran put out saying how they're going to take over. I mean, Iran's putting out so much propaganda. I mean, it's just getting so dark now.
Yeah, it is. Maybe that video was made 2 years ago.
Yeah, it might have been. Oh, here's that one where the dude was stroking the nuclear. Maybe.
And now.
And now for the rest of the story.
Wow, this is insane, man. That's a lot of propaganda.
This is funny because they talk about there's a pizza surge that happens at the Pentagon before something big is going to happen. And this was the Papa John's closest to the Pentagon a little bit ago. So and this is known. This is known. This is known in the open source intel world as the the Pentagon pizza, like something's getting ready to happen because we notice a spike in pizzas going to the Pentagon.
Hey, that means it's gonna be a long night, fellas.
Yep. Hey.
Those people are probably going to sleep in shifts there at the Pentagon too.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even imagine because they're making all kinds of plans, and and if it's now they've launched a new massive wave of we've already seen these videos.
Mm-hmm.
The massive airstrikes, but see how people always put their logos on these videos, like they're theirs. There's been a clear setback, but the enrichment capabilities still exist, says UN Chief Nuclear Inspector Rafael Grossi, sharing a detailed overview of the extent of damage to Iran's nuclear program.
Mm-hmm.
So they're saying, well, and this is partially why I think Trump's going to act, because they know that they have to go after Fordo. They can't just leave it like halfway done.
No. And I think that's why people on the world stage are like scared to go against the United States right now, because there's a guy that's leading the country that's not messing around. And his actions are like, oh, he's really only gave them 60 days and time's up. I always think about that one scene from one movie when the landlord says rent's due.
Yeah, that's right. So this is Iranian state TV here in the past 7 minutes telling the U.S. do not intervene in Israel's war. We will handle this ourselves. But if the U.S. enters this conflict, consequences will be uncontrollable. Persian Gulf turmoil and Hormuz Strait closure. Global financial markets disrupted. Energy infrastructure is damaged. Oil surging to $400 a barrel. U.S. bases become targets. Huh?
That's not good if it surges to $400 a barrel.
No, and analysts say even if they shut down both Strait of Hormuz and Strait of El Mandeb, that would increase prices to around $200 a barrel, which could equate to, if you're paying $3 a gallon at the pump now, it would then be $7.50. I mean, it's gonna go. Yeah, it could go Nutty Professor, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna get hot and heavy.
But this is pretty bad because Qatar's watching this too, because they're saying that the Al Udeid Air Base there in Qatar will be attacked. Kuwait ground facilities. All will be struck if America intervenes. So
I think that there's some point of surrender going on in the background of all of this, though.
It might be. I have a feeling Iran, because of this Prince of Persia over their mindset, they're going to go all the way to the grave.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, brother, 11 minutes ago. So now Iran has issued an evacuation warning urging residents to leave a certain area in Tel Aviv. So now Iran's trying to be like Israel and issue their evacuation warnings for Israel.
Oh, man. The propaganda. Oh, man. More propaganda.
And it says this neighborhood that Iran is threatening is overwhelmingly a cultural and residential neighborhood.
You see, Iran's going after the civilians.
Yep. Yeah, big time.
So, for future reference, for future guests that come on to this show, because I know some of them listen, don't edify anybody on this show that is an anti-Semite like Mike Adams and Alex Jones. Not allowed to be mentioned on this show. Not allowed. Because their anti-Israel rhetoric will not be tolerated here. Just saying. Yeah.
They're saying this is something pretty big that Israel hit. something in the vicinity of the test stand east of Tehran. And this would be Iranian nuclear testing area possible.
In Israel hit that?
Yeah.
Wow.
In the mountains there.
Dude, I think Russia's going to
Israel hit something pretty big.
Yeah. I don't think it's time for Russia to get involved yet.
No.
It's way too early for that.
But look how far away Israel's hitting from city lights, people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because Israel knows in the mountains is where all the military stuff is.
Yeah. Yeah, Iran is playing dirty pool.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm using dictation. Okay, I don't know. I know that you're probably videoed out, but if you can do a video tonight, let me know. Oh no, subscribers. I should text him back. I'll do it for $5 a minute.
Yeah, $5 a minute for Bubba News, folks.
Oh no! Oh gosh. Man, what is that, lawyer? That's lawyer rates, isn't it? Like $300 an hour?
Yeah, 300. Yeah. All attorney fees are required.
Oh yeah, Sunday Lily question: if Khomeini does get overthrown, who takes over? His kid?
Who knows?
So no elections.
Who knows? The CIA might appoint somebody.
Yeah, and it's very possible that the people will rise up to overthrow. I mean, look what happened to Bashar al-Assad in Syria. He was there for so many years.
And he got overthrown.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think something's going to happen. Just, I mean, it's almost like the Elon prophecy is different pieces. I mean, it is. I mean, it's all part of one big prophecy, but it's like little pieces of the prophecy.
It's like going to happen in pockets, probably, don't you think?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
People are like, "Oh man, what's coming over the wire next?"
Not looking good in Tehran right now. Well, yeah, we'll find out what they hit, but Israel hit something pretty big there.
I'm pretty sure we're going to get some video footage of that pretty soon, too.
According to CNN estimates, not including the ones that Israel destroyed, Iran has 1,300 missiles left. Do you believe it?
So 500 were just hit then, probably. Because remember, supposedly they had 1,800.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But then I also keep in mind, because I've seen that too, that in the past couple nights, planes have been landing in Iran from China, Pakistan, Bangkok. So who knows what they're bringing in?
That's true. I think China better look out below, though.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the news cycle's just gone dead now. It's all just been now on what's going on with Israel. Yeah. Syrian open source intel. All right, I think I'll call it a night for now, unless something really interesting happens. This is about this time. Well, I mean, it's still possible because it's
still early.
Yeah, it's 3:11 a.m. there in Tehran, and sunrise is still not for another hour and a half.
Please believe me, when people are sleeping on this side of the world, something's popping off.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Good. Finally, they put up a translate post here. They're just talking about the factories there in Iran.
Mm-hmm.
Probably going to get attacked and stuff. Oh yeah, it was crazy because Israel was at this. They were at a Paris like weapons expo. What do you call those? Trade shows.
Right.
Did you see that where France installed black walls all around the Israeli stuff so people couldn't look at it?
Yeah, because they were probably told, hey, you better put some walls around that.
Yeah, so people put on the outside of that thing, come visit our expo in Tehran where you will see our missiles in action.
Wow. Basically, hey, Israel's going to give you the goods live in action.
That's right.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Yeah.
Wow.
What we got? Any more? We got questions?
I know you guys have some questions. Bring them in. Bring them on.
Bubba, White House has shut down news cycles until daybreak.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But don't worry, something might break before we sign off in about 15 minutes here.
That's right.
I'm sure of it. I mean, this is breaking news on the hour. All in one news.
This has been just wild. I mean,
yeah. You know what? That's why I thought it was a great idea that we would do something like this on a Tuesday. Because look what happened. A couple of things broke while we were on live.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
I know.
And I think that's good. That's great.
Andy Matasenko in the house. Bill Bailey. These guys are up late. It's 12:44 a.m. there in the UK. Poor guys.
Hey, shouts out to our friends in the UK.
Sometimes we see the people from Australia and New Zealand pop in around this time too.
Yeah.
Oh, what they got here? A powerful X-class solar flare has just erupted from the sun. An X 1.2. The most intense category of solar radiation burst. This flare could disrupt satellites, cause radio signal blackouts, and potentially trigger geomagnetic storms over the next 24 to 48 hours.
Yeah, think they're not trying to put something up right now?
Gee.
I tell you, everything is going to high performance level. This stuff is about to happen, friends.
You know what? Watch God start using this to start taking these missiles out of, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
God's going to start showing himself like,
Yep. Just when they think that they're about to do something, God's going to be like, got this. See ya.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is about to get heavy, friends.
I hope I save those tweets. I can put it up on Telegram. You guys got those news things from me here.
Yeah. Boy, everybody's like going bazooka in the live chat, aren't they?
Look at them. How's everybody doing?
Yeah, how's the temperature of you guys right now? Because we want to make sure you're still calm.
Boom, it's go time.
Yeah, boom and zoom.
I'm going to say Israel hit something huge.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, did I not even save that? No, I didn't save that.
What happened?
Oh, no. It's hard to multitask sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just waiting to find out what Israel hits within the next 2 minutes.
Yes.
Because I'm sure something's going to hit.
This was big. Yeah, I'm going to say that. This was big.
Yep.
There. Calm here. I know, Mindy. Yeah, I'm calm. Yeah, Iran wants to put the mines in the Strait of Hormuz. That's going to hurt the trade if they do that.
Yep. It's going to be a very dangerous situation.
All right. First, I'm going to post the IDF. I'm going to post that on the tweeters, how they're telling Iran to move out.
Move out. Don't mess around. Move out. You're
and then how Iran responds back. A residential area of Tel Aviv. I'm like, oh, brother. It is funny, too, trying to do this Google Translate on from Persian.
But just the simple fact that they're telling people to move out, and they're copying, they're copycats right now.
Yeah, big time.
Because you really start to see the true colors of people like that, because at the end of the day, they've got nothing.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, it was
I
just
wonder. No, IDF didn't attack in those mountains. That was past where this evacuation zone is. So that's still coming up in this evacuation zone.
Don't touch me.
And Tehran.
Oh, man. That lady was hilarious. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Hold on. I'm trying to do a video here.
Yeah, you have to play that again for the people that just came in. They didn't see it, maybe.
Oh, dude, wasn't that funny?
That was funny.
Oh, man. I like the, the alarm.
Yeah.
Basically, you in her zone. Get out. Dude, this is about to get crazy town, as you would say, bro.
Not to be left out. I'm going to say that. Not to be left out, Iran has also issued an evacuation notice for Tel Aviv.
Hey, Iran didn't want to be left out, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah.
Guys, if you want to know what Bubba and I are talking about with this lady, this was awesome.
That whosoever believes in...
Listen, she was reading from the Bible. Did you notice that?
Oh, she was?
Yeah, whoever shall believe in him
will not perish, excuse me.
but have everlasting life. Excuse me, I'm recording a video.
My dear, hold on a minute, I'm making a video. So, free Palestine from Islam and from Hamas. Free Palestine from Islam and from Hamas. The Islam is the cult religion of Shaitan, the devil, and free Palestine from Islam and Hamas, and everything will be fine. Don't touch me, don't touch me.
Oh, no.
Don't touch me, don't touch me. She's going to hit it with some curry sauce.
So free Palestine from Islam and Hamas. Islam is the cult religion of Shaitan, the devil. And these people are lost in the cult religion of Shaitan, the devil. So this woman is coming to ask for freedom for Palestine. I ask freedom for Palestine from Islam and Hamas. God bless.
God bless.
I love it. I love it.
She cooked it, bro.
I love it.
She cooked it. He goes, don't touch me.
I love it. I love it.
She said it's the religion from Satan, the devil.
No, that's awesome. She needs to. Well, and she was you said she was doing like a gospel thing. She was reading the Bible.
Yeah. Watch. It's a trip.
That whosoever believes in him will not perish. Excuse me.
For whoever should believe in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. We know
Dude,
that.
that was a full-on spiritual attack.
Yeah. But you saw how that lady just kept on going. She was...
They didn't want that message going out.
Well, guess what? It went out anyway.
That's right. That's right.
It is the religion from Satan, the devil. Oh, man. I love that video. That thing went viral when I posted it.
Oh, it did?
Mm-hmm. I posted it on Instascam and it went viral.
Oh, no way.
Mm-hmm.
I have to hop in car and leave work. Kelly Schultz, great to see you.
Oh, Kelly just popped in?
Yeah. Allison Stonemiller. So many good guys in here. Robert Taylor.
Allison, super nice. Super nice people. Yeah, you guys are wonderful folks. Just so you know.
No touchy, Jason Garza. No touchy.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
That almost sounds like Matt.
The Golden Dawn. Hey, and I thought of Matt earlier too. I was in a store today and I saw golden spoons and forks.
Oh no.
And I was like, golden spoons for the Golden Dawn. Oh man, I thought of it. I was like, hey, that's my boy Matt all the way right there. Golden spoons for the Golden Dawn. He does it so much better.
My friend just sent me something in Spanish. She lives in Pennsylvania. She's a subscriber.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, translate this one for me. Like I need to translate it for her. She speaks. It was about the AWACS airplanes. So I sent her right back instantly that picture that I showed you guys of the AWACS planes from France over the Mediterranean.
Dude, it's insane.
To help Israel.
Wow.
Yeah, Janet Duggar. I think they are. I think they're bringing. They're going to bring in some B2s. They want them to get some action.
So, I think those bunker busters are going to be used now.
Israel or USA has some new technology. They haven't told the world about yet either.
Nope.
Because I've been following this since last year, and they had the groundbreaking ceremony in June, July of 2024 for this brand new high-tech, classified, deeper bunker buster than is publicly known. So,
and I guarantee you, the technology that they have, it can really cause some damage.
Yeah, Israel knows they can do it, but they would have to use a low-yield nuke.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to do that yet.
And trust me, God's given Israel the mind for the technology too.
Yeah, they're clearing out Tehran. Yeah, there's a good question. Allison Stonemiller, has World War III started, and how long would you guess it will last?
I believe World War III has already begun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just about to increase.
Yeah.
To $7 a gallon.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
It is funny because it's like even Ukraine and Russia's taking a back seat now to this.
Right.
But meanwhile, China's not stopping their surrounding Taiwan practices. I mean,
but China, a lot of people don't realize the economy in China is collapsing.
Let's find out, B-Dog. That's a great question. Was it a U.S. base in Syria hit? Sirens in Tel Aviv. No, that's 2 hours ago. I hate it when stuff's old.
Mm-hmm. So if a U.S. base was hit, it's on.
I saw that three rockets were launched on a U.S. base on Friday in Syria, and they just tonight reported that. I did see that.
Oh, brother, it's on. I believe that.
According to Reuters, yeah.
Yeah, this is about to be done. Well, you know what? It's been nice knowing you, Tehran.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's been nice knowing you, because you were warned by the president that if you hit any of our systems, you're going out and not out to lunch. So
yeah, U.S. In Syria, American soldiers at the Al-Shaddadi base were attacked by Iranian missiles on Friday. Yeah. But it was actually probably the PMF, the Popular Mobilization Forces, which are Iranian proxy groups in Iraq.
Is that why Baghdad was probably hit too?
It could be. I saw where the U.S. Embassy in the Green Zone, there was actually pieces of the rockets that were launched from Iran that had fallen in that area.
I would play a song by Outkast, but I'll get in trouble for that.
Oh,
copyright bomb!
Outstanding base there. Thank you, Sunday Lily. There, see, look, she just put it down there.
Did she?
Oh, she just put in the news. Yes, a U.S. base in Syria, specifically in the Al Shadadi base, was targeted by 3 Iranian-made missiles on June 17, 2025. The missiles were shot down by U.S. defense systems. The incident occurred shortly after the U.S. withdrew from 2 other bases in the Hasaka province. And that could be why Trump left. Maybe that didn't happen on Friday. Maybe that was just now recently in the past 24 hours.
That's true. It's so very
and it just made it to Trump's ears. And when he heard it, he's like, I'm gone.
Nope, we're done.
Yeah.
This meeting is over.
And it's now and then now they made it open for the media to report on it. So yeah, they do that all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. 7 hours ago, defense.gov has it up. Yeah. Wait a minute. Oh no, this was in 2024. That's not it. That's the wrong article.
Hey, one thing I noticed about Pete Hegseth, he is not afraid to get aggressive.
Yeah. And, they show this a lot in the intel world, but on his arm, there's bicep. He has him tattooed in Arabic, infidel.
Oh, wow.
But this is what a lot of those guys that go over are servicemen that serve in Iraq and Afghanistan. They will have that tattooed as like a badge of honor to know, like, yeah, you're over there. Okay. It's like these guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Sunday Lily. Trump didn't want to be there with
He didn't want to be in the part of that clown show.
I finally found out how to say it. It was Kanakaskis, Alberta, or something like that. It's one of those really weird names.
Kanakaskis, Alberta?
Like one of those Indian names. Yeah, because they have a lot of the American and North American and Canadian tribal Indians. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kanakaskis or something like that.
Yeah, he didn't even want to be in Canada. And like you said, sometimes he'll say some stupid stuff, but man, he really doesn't want the 50.
Hold on, this just came out 8 minutes ago. Yeah, we heard. Yeah, we saw that. Okay, let's get to what you just put out. The heaviest Israeli strike wave yet just crippled Iran's missile and nuclear infrastructure. Well, okay, he's talking like the war is entering a new phase. Yeah. The Khojiir Missile Development Complex located near the Parchin facility east of Tehran.
They hit that?
Yeah, was destroyed minutes ago by the Israeli Air Force. So that must have been that big old, yeah.
That was a big dust cloud.
Most likely a larger missile salvo is coming in the coming hours. Why do I say this? Because Iran issued an evacuation warning for a very concentrated area in Tel Aviv.
But see, Iran has to realize they're going into other people's airspace in order to get towards Israel, which they're in trouble with that too.
Oh. Yeah, I'll throw that up here. Yeah, I put that. There's already been 1,000 views in 10 minutes almost on Telegram. I put up that video of the people taking the missile through the West Bank.
Mm-hmm.
Almost 1,000 views in 10 minutes. People like that. They must be sharing it or something, laughing.
Oh, it's probably going bonkers right now, right?
Huh?
It's probably going bonkers right now.
War is bad enough. That's why I like to show, like, something funny every now and a hot minute. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to you. Yeah, because Iran announced that they were gonna launch some kind of a new missile tonight, and it's very possible because this is why the Iron Dome was used so much at the very bottom. That's why you saw all these Iron Domes going up, because they're the last. They're the last layer of defense. That means Israel's technology in the upper layers did not take out these missiles.
Yeah, and they have a new laser system too that can do that.
Yeah, and they can't touch these ballistics, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be interesting. You know what? I have a feeling they probably have one up there in Tel Aviv. But I know it's up north. They're nervous about Hezbollah still.
Yeah, that's a problem.
They are nervous about that.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think Israel's about to unleash something, man, because they're holding back.
They really are. They really are. They really are.
Yeah. I think Iran's about to feel some fury that they've never felt before. God did say he was going to scatter them.
Yes.
To all four corners of the heavens.
I'm going to throw that up, that video. Because I'm going to say that something changed. Yeah, because they got through all those missiles. There shouldn't have been that many Iron Domes. Yeah, the Washington Post reported earlier today that Israel's running out of the Arrow 2, Arrow 3, and the THAAD missile systems being used by the United States. This could be another reason why Trump is now like, Israel's like, dude, no, seriously, we're going to need your help.
Yep. And I guarantee you Mike Huckabee is in his ear like, hey, man, bless Israel.
Yeah. He's still, as of now, he's still, yeah. It'll be interesting to see what's up with that.
Yeah. Huckabee's not backing down on his stance with Israel.
Yeah.
Which is good. He's doing what God told him to do. Yeah. He's like, I'm not trying to get cursed by the Lord just to appease man.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, because if we stand with Israel, man, we will be blessed.
Oh. I don't know.
Well, you
No, I'm going to throw that up on the Telegram side because I'm going to say could be showing what the Iranian regime meant tonight when they hinted at tonight a surprise holds a surprise the world will remember for centuries. But that doesn't make sense.
Oh, man, these guys, I'm telling you, it's all propaganda. It's all blowing wolf tickets.
Yes. But you know what? Iran has technology where they know how to evade Israel's Arrow 3 and the USA THAAD system.
Yep.
They know there's a window they can come in. And this could be why there were so many of these Iron Domes that were being launched.
I think places like India are going to get involved because they're an ally of the United States.
Yes.
And India is also a supporter of Israel right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So this could get heavy. And India has very high intelligence systems too.
Yes.
Like, let me tell you something. If I ever have an internet problem, like if a server is messed up, I will call somebody in India because they know what to do faster.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. I'm telling you, this is about to get heavy, Bubba. I'm telling you. We're about to see some hot and heavy stuff within the next 30 60 days.
Yes.
And what did we say at the end? It's only May at the end of May. We're like, it's only May. And boy, June, the stakes went higher.
Yeah.
And we're not even out of June yet.
Yep.
We're barely halfway through. Man, people, fasten your seatbelts. Because this roller coaster is about to go to Mach speed.
Something might have changed tonight. Yeah.
Yeah. Things are changing fast, too. And I'm not going to play the roller coaster song, guys. All right.
In the Israeli air armor. Yeah.
Wow, this stuff could be going on all night long.
I said something might have changed tonight. Iran might have found a weak spot in the Israeli air armor. And this is what Iran has been trying to do. They've been trying to find the weak link somewhere in Israel's air defenses. Once they do, they're going to target that area.
Mm-hmm.
And when we read in the Isaiah 17 Damascus prophecy, the 14 verses in verses 4 through 6, we see how the northern 2/3 of Israel is going to get hit really hard.
Yeah, big time.
They are going to get spanked hard.
Yeah.
And when that happens, I believe then is when the ground invasion will then begin. Because Israel's Arab enemies, and this could kick off that Psalm 83 war scenario, because then all of Israel's Arab enemies could then say, we see Israel's hurt. Now's our chance to finally take over.
And then that's when they're going to get obliterated.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep.
Now, I told this to people before. It feels like Israel's going to get put, squeezed into this corner, and they're being hit, and they're being almost to, we're getting ready. And it's like then they eat a can of spinach like Popeye, and they just break out of the chains like really strong, and God empowers them. Because then next thing you know, Damascus is a ruinous heap.
And that tells us that in scripture.
Mm-hmm.
Damascus will be a ruinous heap.
Yep.
Wow. Everybody is paying attention to this right now, hopefully, because this has implications on what could happen here in the West.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we have to keep our eyes on this.
Yeah.
Because once it goes, I mean, right now it's already going hot, but man, when it goes inferno, man, that's why I always tell people, man, make sure. What?
Coco Bear said play the roller coaster song. Which one would you play? The roller coaster of love or the old school, or who was the other one? Oh, what's her nuts?
Oh my goodness.
Mariah Carey, wasn't that another one or something?
Oh gosh, yeah. My goodness.
I can't keep up.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, the IRGC sleeper cells. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because we got sleeper cells here in the country too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That is why it is so important to keep our eyes on this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And keep your head on a swivel.
Mm-hmm.
Because you just never know. They could be released. That's why I say, folks, just be ready. Be ready. Just be ready.
Hey man, ready. Jason Garza singing Roller Coaster now.
Oh man, Jason Garza knows.
Oh no, Bill Bailey. Bill Bailey pulled out a Britney Spears song instead of he says "Hit me, BB, one more time." Netanyahu instead of "Hit me, baby," hit me.
Yeah,
BB,
hit me, BB. Hey, that's pretty good. That'd be a good parody. Hit me, BB, one more time.
You got it. These Brits, they come up with some good stuff, man.
Yeah. BB with your best shot. Yeah.
Oh no.
Iran, just like fire, huh?
Rich Resident, did you see that? He just said, I saw a video of Messianic Israelis singing praises and worship in a bomb shelter. And I didn't share that, but that was really cool.
You have that
really
video?
Neat, huh?
You have that video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what they were, and there's a couple of them, but what they were doing too is they were singing this pop song that came out since May 19th. But it's like they're
doing different psalms?
Huh?
Aren't they singing like
and they've been quoting a lot. Yeah, the Psalm 130 verses 1 through 8 is what they've been crying out lately.
Ooh.
It's real, it's really good. It's basically forgive us for our iniquities.
They're getting close. Put it that
That's
way.
what I'm saying. We see how that we see how their heart is being cracked. And here's that thing where Israel was in Paris and they were blacked out with Raphael and whatnot.
Oh man, let's pop it up because I want people to see this. This is important.
They did. They had it all blocked off.
Ooh.
See, they didn't want people to see. And the only way people could go see the systems where you had to go through this opening right here. Oh, look at the Masonic down below. Look at the checkerboard.
Yikes. On full display.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here, folks. Just a Luciferian Masonic stuff going on here.
We like the patterns. Uh-huh.
The patterns. The ladies like the patterns. They're like, hey, maybe we can have the hubbies to do the kitchen floors like that.
That was that. They were protesting outside. Oh, yeah. Forget that lady. Yeah, whatever, lady. Oh, yeah. Snowball fight Israel versus Iran. Oh, yeah. They shouted Allahu Akbar and all this stuff on state TV. Kill Israel, blah, 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 blah. All right. Are we going to find it yet or not?
Yeah, you're going to find it. You're going to find it. You're going to find it.
No.
Yeah, those people are terrible shouting those things out like that, man. I've seen plenty of videos of them shouting death to Israel, too. Death to America, death to Western culture.
Yeah, I'm glad they got rid of the the Al Jazeera people that were broadcasting the target locations that Iran was hitting, and then all of the they're showing where their air defense systems were. And they're broadcasting this. They're broadcasting this and to Iran, and all the Arab world is watching this.
Giving up this ghost, huh?
listen because they'll say Hashem. And even though this is like their pop song that's come out since October 7th, they're like, God help us, God help us. They're crying out still to Hashem. It's really wild. Here's another thing to notice. That's another thing to notice. And a lot of us as Americans don't understand this. But you'll see like all the women are dancing together. See all the kids and the babies.
Yeah.
And then you always see all the men together. And sometimes they're holding hands and stuff. It's just their culture. From Israel.
That's how they worship.
Yeah, but from Israel to, you know what I mean? Arabs do the same thing. It's kind of wild. I mean, they've got, you know, they're in the bomb shelter.
Dude, hey, bro, they're getting that much closer.
But you know what? These Jews, more and more of them are starting to realize, because a lot of them have been taught Judaism along the way, and they know that they're waiting for their Messiah. And a lot of Jews are now, they've turned to atheism, but a lot of them are now being pulled back over the past, since October 7th. It's really wild.
Hey, and you know that moment for them to come to Yeshua HaMashiach is coming.
Yes. And I just realized I have to pick up my kiddo in 12 minutes from work. And it's
oh my goodness, bro. Oh man.
No, so thank you. I can't pray. Well, shoot, I guess I could, but no, I guess.
Yeah, you can pray, bro.
Okay, I can hurry. What do I do? Do I pray now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's close this off here. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Heavenly Father, for allowing us all to be here tonight, and thank you for the fun we've had in the fellowship. And we're watching these end times just come to pass, and it's so exciting because we're just watching your word just come so alive, and just give us a peace and a patience and an understanding, and help us to be able to show those around us that your word is true and these prophecies are coming true. Yes. And we lift up everything to you, Jesus. We thank you for everything you've done and what you're about to do. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. In Jesus' holy name, we thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. And Bubba will put out an update tonight on the Bubba News. And by the way, people, if anything breaks, Bubba and I will probably be texting each other, and you might wind up seeing a surprise late night live update if anything breaks. So I'm going to keep my phone alive too, so that Bubba can, send me a text like, hey, you think we should go live with this? I'm like, yeah, give me about 15 minutes like a bus route. So it's going to be interesting, and Bubba's great. Thank you so much, brother, for being on with us. We love you. By the way, I wanted to end the show with this because there's a ton of hope, right? I mean, we have the greatest Savior in Yeshua HaMashiach. All right. Jesus Christ is on our side. He's coming soon. And I just want to end with this, my friend.
The greatest prophetic question is, when does this Gog-Magog war happen? Most theologians say that it happens 3.5 years after the church is gone and the Antichrist comes to power. That means the church has been raptured for 3.5 years. Point, every one of the nations of Ezekiel 38 is in place. The rapture of the church is not just imminent. You look at this and say it's virtually overdue. I want to tell you, if there was ever a time for you to investigate life, to pray up, pack up, and look up, we're going in the twinkling of an eye, and soon the King of Glory is coming in the clouds of heaven. Get ready!
John Hagee, God bless you, sir. God bless you guys. I love you all. Take care of one another. And I will see you tomorrow live on Rumble with the Crimes Against Humanity podcast. As a matter of fact, there's going to be some changes coming to the broadcast. but it's going to be beneficial, and I pray that it's going to be a blessing to the rest of the world. Please do like, share, subscribe, share these podcasts, put it into the troposphere. And I just want to thank all of the new subscribers who came over to the channel. Thank you so much for that. We love you. I thank you wholeheartedly. I thank you so much for joining the channel, because we are all one big family in the Lord Jesus Christ. He is coming soon. God bless you. See you.